let's go over some of the benefits of having an emotional support animal. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I wanted to share 5 benefits to having an emotional support animal when you have chronic illness. I do want to note, an emotional support animal, or ESA, is not the same thing as an emotional service animal that has all the special training, and that's not the same thing. So I am speaking on emotional support animals. So the number one, the companionship. It can be very tough on the mental mind when you have a chronic illness. So it's no surprise that many people who have chronic illness also have to deal with depression or with anxiety on a chronic and consistent basis, because you got a chronic illness that's not going away, that's changing your life in all these ways you don't want it to. It's a lot to take in. So that companionship and that bond with an animal, whether it is a dog or a cat or a bird, fish, whatever animal is your fancy, it is very calming, for me anyway. And it helps relieve some of those acute symptoms, which also keeps me from amplifying my own pain by being stressed out or depressed. The second benefit is if you are in a rental property, the emotional support animals, ESAs, are not considered pets in the legal sense of paying a pet deposit and pet limit. They don't count like that because they're covered and protected by the ADA, the American Disabilities Act. A landlord, at least in the US, is not allowed by law to charge you rent for the pet, a deposit for a pet, or say that you cannot have that emotional support animal with you, even if it is a no pet building, because that is violating your rights as someone with disabilities. That is an ADA, and it is a HUD violation. They don't want that kind of lawsuit. You have some landlords who truly aren't familiar with those laws and don't know, and then you have some who are hoping that you are ignorant and don't fight it, and they're gonna see if they can try and make you pay a deposit or not have the animal. So always have that legal protection in there. Know the law so you can advocate for yourself and for your pet. The third benefit, emotional support animals provide some sort of routine. And I think that that routine is very helpful, especially if you have had to change your life up from the normal routine that you're used to having. So for me, when I had to stop going to work in person because of my health conditions, I lost that routine of going to work on XYZ day, and I struggled with not feeling like I had structure. Like, I feel like my life just got away from me. And when I have a pet, then not only do they provide that emotional support, but then you have to take care of that pet. So then you have a little bit of a routine. And when you have a small but significant bond with an animal, it doesn't feel like a chore. It's something you want to do because you want to spend time with them and they want to spend time with you. The fourth benefit to having an emotional support animal is it's therapy that doesn't feel like therapy. I love it. So for me, it is a good complementary part of my personal plan on how I combat my own stress and my own depression. So I find it to be like a fun but natural therapy between the human and animal. The fifth benefit, they make you smile and laugh just by being themselves. You know that every pet has such a unique personality, and when you see them be themselves, that smiling and that laughter is chemically combating and providing some positivity in the brain, which helps with the depression and anxiety. Like, it's a biochemical thing. So even if you're not feeling the best and the smile doesn't make you feel like, Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. It does tend to help people feel better than if they still had that frown and looked like the grumpy old troll who lived under the bridge. Every single benefit just kind of feeds into each other, and it makes a major, major difference. I wanted to throw in one little bonus thing about emotional support animals. You can have more than one. You can't use two animals for one condition. So when you do go and get you an emotional support animal, you can have two, but one has to treat one condition and one has to treat another. And that is it for this video. I hope that you found this helpful if you were considering getting a emotional support animal, or if you already have a pet and live in a rental and want to get them designated as one. Again, that is separate from the emotional service animal that has to go through formal training to get that certification. So with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.